everyone, it is Susie and I hope everybody's doing well. I have a couple of just blank journals that I want to share with you. They are for sale in the Etsy shop. I'm not sure what I'm going to call these. They will just be blank kits. This may just be your Christmas journal blank kit, and then I have a little golden book blank kit, and that's probably how they'll just be listed. But this one here, it's 3 signatures. I've just tied a couple little bows. I used twine to bind them with. I did 2 going to the outside and 1 going to the inside. I just made little bows because they just didn't look good when they were just kind of hanging in each other. And of course I have used grommulets in them. This paper here, I believe, is by Echo Park. I do not know the name of it, so but it is one of their Christmas papers. It is, like I said, it is just blank. I have used red stitching, and I did make some pockets for the front. I have just used one of the papers to make the signature, so my 3 signatures are in 3 different papers. That is the only place that I did put the paper. It's a nice sturdy paper. And then I just have various papers for the insides. So here I've got your glassine bag there. My original idea was I was going to make a, there's the middle of the signature. I was going to make a December daily. That's what I had planned on making with this, was the December daily. And so here, of course, is where you can see my spine. And then here, each one has a glassine bag and a music sheet. I just kind of tried to keep the same papers in here in each signature. And I have opened the end of the bag there. And then here is this one. And like I said, I have just tried to keep every paper. They may be in a different place, but I did try to use the same type of papers in each signature. So, there is that, and of course I did put a pocket. Let's see if I can find something. I did put a pocket in the back, and like I said, the front, and then stitched it in red. So, that is the base of the book. And then what I'm going to put in it is some of the vintage laces here. This one I kept all the laces kind of on the cream side. Here is just a little lace, and they're just various lengths. Some of them are a yard, some of them are maybe a half a yard or not quite half. Here is a nice little vintage lace. I love this vintage lace. I actually picked this up at an antique shop. Then I have just a little bit of a wider lace here. This one probably isn't even a half a yard. It might be a 1/4 of a yard. And then here is a little wider one here, a nice little lace trim. And then I have this lace trim here. And then I have this here, so that you can have some lace trims in your journal. And then as far as the paper goes, I've got some offcuts. In here, I have got all the 1 through 25, and I think they're sure 1 through 25. Some of them have little images on them, some of them don't. There's the 25th. And I've got them kind of put in a little envelope there. Even though there is another sheet of them, you can use the paper. Here are the cutouts. I had everything cut out. Like I said, I had planned on making a December daily, and I know that I'm not going to get it done. So there's just some offcuts. there. And then here are the stickers that was going with it. This was the sticker sheet right there. I really love this paper. It was so retro. I really liked it. So I've just kind of cut this apart so that that I could actually package it. But these are individual label stickers, of course. And then here are some more of the, these are the same ones that I just showed you there. There is the back paper for that. But you could put whatever you wanted on your cover here. Any of these big ones would be fantastic for a cover image. So anyway, there is that. And then here, like I said, are just some offcuts for you. And then here is all the numbers, and then the back side in case you wanted to use the back side of the paper, or you wanted to use some of the numbers again. But anyway, this is just a little kit that I'm going to have in the shop. I just knew that I was not going to get this December daily made. I've got a lot on my plate that I want to get done, and this was not going to be a completed project. So I know a lot of people would like to just have a blank journal to decorate themselves if they could just get the binding and the paper. So I will have that in the shop as the Christmas, maybe Christmas December daily. So that is what I'll do. And then you will get all the laces and the papers. And the book is bound for you already. So there is that. And then here is the little golden book. I'm going to have some vintage laces in it as well. These are just two little offcuts. And then here is a cream. Now I did cream and white in this one because it could actually have a little of both. So there's white and there's cream in it. There's a little vintage lace there. And then this is a really pretty little vintage. And I don't know, this may not be vintage. I may have picked this up somewhere on one of my travels there. So I actually have a couple of pieces of that in there. So it's just almost, it almost just is just cute. It's just so doggone cute. I was going to say it almost looks like a little frosty. So there is that. The little golden book is 3 signatures as well. This is the kid that actually owned the book. You know, you can cover it over if you'd like, but I left it there. I did use some red ticking on the binding. Tried to keep as much of the cover as I possibly could so that you could see the whole cover. I didn't want to cover anything up. These are mainly just lightly stained papers. These are not very grungy. They're just lightly stained. There's a little piece of onion skin. And I did add the washi fabric tape to that to keep it from tearing when I bound the book. And there is that, and of course all the back side. So there is one signature, and just like the other, I only put the paper at the beginning of the signature for the cover of the signature. There's another little piece of music sheet. There's a piece of kids' writing tablet when they're first learning how to write. There is a piece of computer paper. And this, of course, is just the back side of that. And then here is the last signature. Just has kind of the same papers in it. That's an old dress book there. And there is the little golden book. But there's your 3 signatures right there. And, of course, the back. And like I said, I tried to keep as much as I possibly could of the book so that it couldn't be covered over. This here, it's very, very sturdy binding. I mean, that is super, super sturdy. So actually what I did is it has, I cut the book centered, but it had that little 1/2 inch or little bit. Anyway, I've just added it. It's a very, very thick binding. Very thick binding. I'm going to throw in some of these are the pages that came out of the book. Some of them I have cut down a little bit, but they're all there. You can kind of add some little pages to the book, or fold them up for journaling, you know, maybe put a paper on the back or something. What I had intended to do is I had intended to take and add these to the page somewhat, cut them down or fussy cut a few. Here you could actually cover that over if you didn't like that little boy's writing. But that was my plan, was to just add these pages here and there, or maybe even bend it over, have a flip. So that's why I didn't literally add the pages in the book when I put the pages or the signatures in. So you'll get the pages to the book. That will go with your kit. And then I've added just some of the papers. This is a... there's some little tags there, and there is some of the tags. This is actually a Hobby Lobby paper. I do not remember the name of it either, but there's some little cutouts, some little tags. There's another little bunch of tags, and some more tags, and some more little offcuts there. And there, and they are just one-sided. So anyway, that will be the kit for the little golden book. They are headed to the shop. And so guys, I want to of course give you another tip for Etsy. When you are figuring your shipping for an item, you want to be sure to figure your amount, your ounce amount, as if it was shipping alone, okay? So when you do that, what happens is it ends up making the package weigh a lot. If somebody was to order, say, 5 items, and you've got each item as though it is shipping alone, okay, say that, okay, what happens is your actual item only weighs 2 ounces, okay? But when they order 5 items, that's only going to be 10 ounces, plus your packaging, which, may end up being 12 ounces or 13 ounces altogether to ship 5 items, okay? But because you have it set up that it's shipping all by itself, which we said was 4 ounces, now that package weighs, okay, times 5, that package is going to weigh 20 ounces or 1 pound, 4 ounces. Okay, so that throws it into priority, okay? That throws it into priority shipping. Okay, so now they're going to have to pay, say, between $8 and $9 to have that mailed out. Okay, when reality is it only weighed 12 ounces, which let's say it's $5.49, okay? Always refund their shipping to them. Do not keep that shipping, and do not send it priority. There is no sense. The difference between $5.49 and $8 or more, sometimes it's more depending on where it's shipping to, refund their money to them. So what I do is I send it first class. I take it out of priority because 12 ounces I can send it first class, okay? I can send it as a first class package. It's going to get there in the same amount of time anyway, a 1 to 3 day or 5 day time period. Priority shipping is not guaranteed. They try to get it there in 2 days, 3 days, but it's not guaranteed either. And so first class is cheaper. Your customer will be happy. They're still going to get their package in the same amount of time. And, you know, send it first class. Take it out of priority. And then send them a refund. You know, this is going to be $3.61 difference. So send them back that $3.61, okay? Now, if someone orders, you know, an item or a couple of items, and say that Etsy has figured it to be $4.50, okay? And it costs $3.95 for you to ship it. Now, I do not refund 55 cents. I don't refund 55 cents. I don't refund anything unless it goes over $1. So for $1 and over, I refund all their shipping that went over that, okay? But if it's under $1, I do not refund that shipping. I just use that there to go. I use that 55 cents and I put it towards the packaging. So I put it towards the bubble mailer and that. And so that's where that extra goes, you know, whether it's 99 cents, anywhere from 1 cent to 99 cents. I take that and I put it towards my packaging. And that enables me to buy better packaging and labels. You know, I buy my labels on Amazon. Amazon you can buy some really nice labels on Amazon. Here are some of the labels that I have purchased, and these are just Amazon labels. Here are some bigger labels. And anyway, that goes towards being able to use a little nicer packaging. Now, I have a little bit of packaging figured in each item that I do, but if I want better packaging, that's what I take that money and I use it towards, so that I can wrap things up very, very nicely for someone. So that is the Etsy tip for today. Be sure to get the weight as though it was shipping alone, okay? That would be my tip. Don't have to charge somebody more money. Send them you know, a bill, if you want to call it that, for more money. I would rather refund their money to them than to have to ask them for more money for shipping. You know, because they're going to get pretty irritated if they have, you know, the shipping was not enough and you want to, you know, send them an invoice for $1.50 more or something. They're very happy to get their refund back, but they're not so happy if you charge them because you're short on shipping. So that's just another tip for you. Guys, have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.